So how long have you known Paul?
Well, I first met Paul in 2020. I mean, at least something good came out of the pandemic time, right? We met whenever I commented on one of his videos.
What are some of Paul's favorite things?
Ooh, that is a really long list. Let me just hit some of the highlights. He loves video games, obviously, familiar routines, loyal friends. Oh, he loves telling dad jokes. And you know, every time he tells a dad joke, a little part of me dies inside. Friends who initiate hangouts, mission trips, oh, friends who have good memories. I almost forgot that one. Let's see. Well, this should go without say, but he loves God. He loves blunt objects.
Blunt objects?
Yeah, well, he hates sharp objects that could poke him, so that must mean that he loves the reverse, which is blunt objects, you know?
I'm not sure that the logic works like that.
Going to water parks with friends, Harry Potter, Once Upon a Time, of course.
Reminiscing favorite memories, making YouTube videos, not going to the dermatologist, honesty and openness, being himself, thorough explanations.
Whew. Hey, is there any water around here that I could have? I feel so parched. Sir, could you get me some water? And cut! That's a wrap!
Hello everyone! Misaki Todoroki here with another collab contribution to Paul's channel. First off, let me start by saying congratulations to Paul for hitting 600 subscribers! You're truly amazing and deserve every one of them. Keep up the amazing work, and I can't wait to see your channel's future content. Now, with that said, on to my contribution to the collab. I'm here today to talk about niche franchises. These are games that Paul and I talk often about, and really enjoy, but that some people have never either played or heard of before. This is going to be a little long, so please, bear with me. With that said, sit back, relax, and allow me to enlighten you on these franchises. The first franchise I'm going to talk about today is Doki Doki Literature Club. Now I know I talked quite a bit about this during the last collab I did with Paul, so I'll keep this one short and sweet. As you all know from said collab, my love for DDLC began during my second year of college when I first played the game. There were so many things I loved about this franchise. The music, the characters, the poems, the plot twists, the list goes on and on. Sure, there were some moments and jump scares that got to me pretty hard, but despite it all, my love for the franchise has never wavered in the slightest. And I will continue to play both the original as well as DDLC Plus, and will continue to have a never-ending love for this franchise. The next franchise is one of my many favorites, Fire Emblem. Now, I can't speak about every game in this franchise, mostly because, well, I jumped onto the Fire Emblem bandwagon pretty late. I didn't start playing Fire Emblem until I got a Switch and tried my hand at my first ever Fire Emblem game, Fire Emblem Three Houses. A friend of mine recommended it to me after hearing I bought a Switch, and I thought to myself, this game sounds interesting. I want to give it a try. Now, I'll be the first to tell you, there are numerous things about this game that I truly loved. The characters, the different music that plays, from exploring the monastery to the varying battle themes, the various moments that require quick thinking and strategizing, the fact that you can choose the route you want and which house to represent, and of course the support events between each character. Needless to say, I am very addicted to this franchise, and you'll often find me playing it on classic mode just to torture myself. You see, Peggle? Paul's not the only one who loves Fire Emblem. That said, I won't go too in-depth on this because I don't want to spoil the game for any particular players. Though, I will admit, this game gave me many rage-inducing moments as well, such as characters not going where I tell them to, the cursor not selecting the correct character, and the AI constantly sending characters I have to protect to their deaths, forcing me to restart the battle. But hey, every game has its moments like that. I would also like to add that this game's claim to fame in my case is, this is the game that I had the most husbandos in. Yes, there are several potential husbandos for female players. See, Peggle? Yet another reason why you would probably enjoy this game. I guarantee there are guys you would absolutely love. All friendly jabs at Peggle aside, Fire Emblem truly is an amazing franchise, and I highly recommend it, especially if you love games that are turn-based and involve a great deal of strategizing. I can personally guarantee you won't be disappointed in that regard.
Objection!
Next on the list is another personal favorite of mine, and one that Paul and I talk about quite a bit during our Skype calls. I'm talking about Ace Attorney. My first experience with Ace Attorney was shortly after I finished my second year of college. I had dropped out to help my parents due to financial problems, so whenever I wasn't at my job or helping around the house, I spent my free time watching YouTubers play murder mystery games. And it was during my many searches that I found a YouTuber who was playing a murder mystery game called Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, the first intro in the series. After completely watching the playthrough, I was saddened to see this YouTuber hadn't played the other two games yet. After finding this unfortunate fact out, I jumped up and immediately decided I want to try this game series for myself, and proceeded to save up for the PS4 trilogy. Sadly, more and more bills and financial troubles piled on, and I was unable to get it with my paycheck. Then, on my birthday, I received a special surprise from my parents for working so hard and helping them out without objection. It turns out, they had some money left over after bills and groceries, and they used it to buy the trilogy for my birthday. After thanking them several times, I grabbed the game, headed to the PS4, and proceeded to play it for hours on end. And I loved this franchise so much. When I found out they were finally bringing both of the great Ace Attorney games to the PS4, I hurried to buy those as well. Each game is jam-packed with several murder cases, emotional twists and turns, and lovable characters to boot. My favorite characters from each game are, by far, surprisingly enough, the prosecutors, one of which I related to and liked very much, one I absolutely hated as a person but loved as an antagonist, and the others, well, let's just say I ended up loving them in more ways than one. This is particularly true of the great Ace Attorney. I won't delve too deeply into this topic because once again, I don't want to spoil anything for potential gamers who may seek to play this for themselves. I will, however, give those potential gamers a warning. In the first game of the trilogy, there is a certain puzzle during a trial toward the end of the game that you may end up raging on. I know from experience, so please, take my advice and save regularly during the trials. This way, even if you mess up, you won't have to start all the way at the beginning of the trial and have to sit through a repeat of the dialogue and wishing you could skip it faster. That said, if my words have convinced you and you decide to purchase the game for yourself, you now have a major tip that can make the game a little easier. Unless, of course, you just love the challenge and prefer to do things in the challenging way. In that case, you do you and have fun! Also, if there are any people who say, yeah, Ace Attorney is just a ripoff of Danganronpa, so playing it would just be a pain. Well, my friends, I have only one thing to say to you. Objection! Next up is another personal favorite of mine, AI the Somnium Files. This game is one I happened to come across while looking for the next game to buy, since I had already beaten both Danganronpa and Ace Attorney equally. While searching GameStop's website relentlessly for hours, a game showed up in my recommendations, or as the website liked to call it at the time, games you might like. The first game in that row was, as you guessed it, AI the Somnium Files, a murder mystery game made by Spike Chunsoft, the same company that's printed on all the Danganronpa games, as well as a franchise I will talk about relatively soon. The box's art really jumped out at me, as well as a synopsis of the game. But what exactly is this game about? Well, for those who are wondering, let me give you a small synopsis. AI the Somnium Files takes place in a technologically advanced near-future Tokyo and follows Special Agent Kaname Date of the top-secret police department Abyss, or Advanced Brain Investigation Squad. Abyss investigates crimes through a process called syncing, in which a sinker such as Date explores the somnium or dream world of persons of interest in a case. Syncing is a powerful process that can often retrieve clues the subject is only subconsciously aware of, but it is limited to a maximum of 6 minutes for both the sinker and the subject's safety. Date is assisted by an AI housed in his cybernetic left eye named Aiba, who can communicate with Date via an artificial nerve, provide him with enhanced vision modes such as X-ray and night vision, as well as hack various electronics. Aiba also assists Date's dream world investigations by acting as his avatar in Somnium. This game had so many interesting and amazing things going for it. I thought the supernatural ability to be able to sink into people's dreams and find clues in each dreamscape was amazing, and I loved the many puzzles you had to go through in the Somnium world. Things such as interacting with objects in a certain way, or grabbing the power-ups called timies and figuring out the best way to use them to cut down the time and get the potential reward for leaving more than 6 seconds on the clock after solving the puzzle. And even though this game did frustrate me to no end on some of the puzzles, one of which involved a rage-inducing moment of me trying to figure out when and how to use a forklift to help recreate the events a witness saw, as well as an infuriating pentagram puzzle, it did give me an amazing and unforgettable gaming experience. The plot twists, amazing voice acting, and many suspenseful moments made it difficult, if not impossible, for me to put the game down. Everything exceeded my expectations beyond AI the Somnium Files being just a great game. It truly is a mind-blowing game that will take your brain and logic on a roller coaster ride, as well as giving you many emotional twists and turns along the way. So, if I've sold you on getting this game, then buckle up, hold on tight, and enjoy the ride! Now, I've saved the best franchise for last. This franchise is one that Paul and I always talk about in some way, shape, or form whenever we call on Skype, and overall is my absolute favorite amongst the franchises I've talked about thus far. That's right, I'm talking about, drumroll please, Zero Escape. I can see you rolling your eyes from here, Peggle, but like I said, I saved the best franchise, as well as the best way to annoy Peggle, for last. Zero Escape is a puzzle game franchise made by, you guessed it, Spike Chunsoft. And, fun fact, the creator of this series is Kotaro Uchikoshi, the same person who created AI the Somnium Files, a little fun fact I got from Paul. This series has 3 installments to it. 999, 9 Hours, 9 Persons, 9 Doors, Virtue's Last Reward, and Zero Time Dilemma, each with its own setting, plotline, music, tricky puzzles, and cast of characters. I first played this game when I bought the Nonary Games trilogy as well as Zero Time Dilemma for the PS4. I had never played the DS, 3DS, or PS Vita versions of the games, nor had I seen any of the playthroughs of them, so I went into this franchise completely blind. The thing I loved most about this franchise was the many different plot lines that I sadly can't talk about because Peggle is due to stream this any day now, and I don't want to spoil anything about the games for her. I want her to go as blindly into the games as I did. So sorry, you'll get no plotline info out of me. You'll have to play the game yourself or watch a playthrough of the series to find out what happens. So Peggle, hurry and stream it! The sooner you do, the sooner Paul and I will stop annoying you about it. Final joking at Peggle aside, there were other things I loved about this game as well. The music, character designs and development, and even the many puzzles had me going back to the game again and again. Though, before you ask, yes, there were countless times I nearly rage quit the series because a lot of the puzzles in the later games were so frustratingly difficult, I had to either look up a walkthrough for them or ask my dad to help me out. What can I say? I'm not a very good solver of puzzles or brain games. And yet, despite the many rage-inducing and irritatingly frustrating puzzle moments, I really enjoyed playing all of the Zero Escape games, and even went out of my way to 100% the Nonary games. Even though I know what happens in Zero Time Dilemma, I sadly haven't been able to finish it completely, mainly due to many technical difficulties. However, these are resolved, and I intend to 100% the Zero Escape franchise to completion. But the best thing that came out of this game franchise was getting to meet and talk to a kindred spirit who loves this series just as much as I do, if not more. The person who, despite how nervous and anxious I may have been, gave me an opportunity in voice acting I never would have dreamt of. The one who's collabed with me not once, but twice on his channel, and one I talk to every chance we're able, off time and technology permitting. I obviously don't have to name names because we all know who this person is, but I'm gonna anyway. The one I'm talking about is, of course, Paul himself. That's right! This franchise not only gave me a truly mind-blowing, challenging game experience, but also a friend I share an irreplaceable bond with, and one I'm truly thankful to have in my life. And to think, our friendship started over an offer he made during one of Pegasus's Zero Escape streams. And since my time has nearly come to an end, I have a very special message for him. I just wanted to say, thank you. Thank you for always listening and being there when I needed you the most. Thank you for being a person I can always talk to and for giving me a reason to smile always, no matter how dark my anxiety and self-doubt may get. In other words, thank you for being my friend. And once again, congrats on the 600 subscribers, and thank you for letting me be a part of this amazing collab. I look forward to doing more collabs with you in the future, as well as voicing your novelization. And to you, and everyone else watching this video, Much love to you all and God bless. See you next time.
Hopefully you know how to edit. Hi everyone! Pegasus Angel here. Thank you guys so much for celebrating 600 subscribers for Paul with me. I was so excited and honored when he asked if I would be a part of his video. And I guess I'm in the part called Paul Loves Optimism. And so today, I'm just going to spread some love and positivity, which is what I like to do anyway. I want people to know that they're cared for and loved, and that it's okay to be themselves. You know, so that's what I'm doing today. So first off, let's just talk about some things, guys. It is okay to be yourself. You know, yeah, I've got the ears on. I love the ears. I think they look cute. But there's other times when I'm just going to take them off. And just, you know, be myself and be real, you know. And even with them on, I'm still myself. But people don't always realize that. Because when you're wearing something else, it feels like your personality changes. And that's partly how I am. When I'm wearing the ears, I feel more optimistic. And that's okay. We all have things that help us feel more optimistic, and I think that's important. Also, I know the world has been crazy, and there's been so much going on, and there's so much you guys are probably dealing with in your lives right now. And I just want to let you guys know, you're doing a good job. What's going on right now is not fair for anybody. No one knows whether things will be normal or not. And there's so much bad going on that sometimes we don't always see the good. But the good is you're still here. You're still kicking. You wake up every morning. You do what you gotta do. And you be yourself. And you have fun. And try to find some good in the world. Even when there's not any, as far as you can tell. Another thing I like to say is it is okay to be lonely. I get lonely sometimes. You know, I will sometimes just be done after recording and I'll turn off the camera and I'll be like, man, I don't know why I feel so lonely. It was such a good video, good camera. It is okay to feel lonely. It is okay to feel the emotions you're feeling. That's fine. Please remember, you are not truly alone though. No matter how lonely you feel, there is always someone out there who cares about you deeply. So in that way, you're never truly alone, even when you feel alone. And last thing I'm going to say, because Paul is going to edit this and pick out the ones he likes the best. Last thing I'm going to say is make sure you love yourself. Treat yourself to something good. It is okay to splurge and buy yourself some stupid stuff sometimes. That's fine. Make sure you're doing what you can to take care of yourself and love yourself. Because you taking care of yourself and loving yourself is the most important thing that will help you in this world find good in things. So anyway, guys, I am so thankful that I got to be a part of this 600 subscriber special of Paul's. Thank you for supporting my friend. Keep supporting him. He's an amazing content creator, and I truly enjoy watching his videos. Also, thank you so much for listening to me be sappy for a while. I just wanted to spread some love and positivity and remind you guys that just because I may look happy all the time does not mean that I'm always happy, and that is okay. It is okay to feel scared about what's going on. It is okay to feel sad about what's going on. It is okay to feel overwhelmed by things. It is okay to take a break when you need to. If you remember that and you take care of yourself and you find something about yourself that you can love about yourself and find something good in the world, your perspective will start changing. And that's what I try to do with my stuff when I'm trying to spread love and positivity. And as always, guys, much love, everybody. Mwah. Go out there, go spread some love and positivity today, because you never know who needs it. And I do hope to continue to see you guys again soon. Thank you for supporting my friend. And I hope you all have a good rest of the night. Bye, everyone!
Hello. My name is Peggle, and I am here because I was summoned. You know, Paul decided to make a little hole, little circle, and he put things that I love the most, like Bowser, Gundam, Tanaka, Freddy, Animal Crossing. He probably put in 999 just to annoy me. And I was summoned, and he said, "Hey, you wanna join in on the special?" And I was like, "Why not?" So first up, I wanted to congratulate Paul for reaching 600 subscribers. That is a lot of people that have subscribed to you, and they've really dealt with you for that long. And I appreciate the opportunity to come in and do a little bit of recording for him. Bear with me, this is probably going to be quite long because there are a lot of things that I've been wanting to talk about. He asked me kind of like to talk about some of the games that that we both love. So yeah, the first one I thought I'd start off with is Animal Crossing. I know he's not fully crazy for this game as much as I personally am. I've done it almost 2,000 hours in this game, mainly because I've been playing this since back in June of 2020. I wanted to say that I think this is a really good game, and I think Paul can agree on that. It is a really good game, and the graphics are actually really cute, and the music is beautiful. It's the fact that you need to have a good mind, good creativity to try and make it a really good island. And I've been honest right now. I've done maybe, I've probably reset my island maybe, I'm trying to actually count, maybe 4 times, 5 times. It's just really hard to get a specific island shape you want with the rivers and like the hills, and you've got to go all through the effort of trying to get, you know, something that would suit your style. Then you also need to think of like a theme if you want. You don't have to have a theme, but a lot of people like to have the theme. And then like you gotta try and get all the DIY, like the ones you want to get for your island. You gotta get a bunch of trees and flowers and items and all that. It gets really boring to a point, and that's when you think, you know what, why am I even doing this? So I can see why. And plus, Paul's not that very creative, so I can see why he's not too fussed on it. But me, him, and 2 of our other friends love going to each other's islands and just running around making chaos. It's great times. I especially loved doing them. What is my character wearing? That's gross. But yeah, I just thought I'd start off with Animal Crossing. There's gonna be a few games that I'll be running around playing that that we're gonna be talking about, but just thought I'd start off with Animal Crossing because it's one of my favorite games. And yeah, on to the next game. Okay, we are back with another game that I well, more Paul personally loves more in this little thing. Excuse me, I'm concentrating on beating up a dog. This next one that Paul loves is Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, or as we just call it, Smash Bros. This game I have a sudden appreciation for, because people were hyped for this game for many years, and especially for newcomers like me, because my first Smash game was Smash Brothers on the Wii U, and you know, it was really weird because it was the first time I've seen a bunch of characters all together. It was also the first time I've seen other Nintendo characters. Like, I literally thought Nintendo was just you know, Mario and that's it. I literally did not know these other characters existed. So when I saw these other characters, I'm like, who are these characters? But I seriously thought that this is a really good game, and I thought, this is a pretty good game. And plus, I was a kid at the time, so I was like, eh. And then when I saw Smash Bros. Ultimate, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get the game and I'm gonna try this out for myself, play with some friends, you know, do that sort of jazz. And yeah, I was introduced to Ultimate, and I love it. I love the hype, I love the characters, I love the moveset, I love the music, love the stages. There's a lot of things that are good about it. The only down thing I have about this is that Luigi wasn't put into Smash. But I also loved some of the characters that were brought into the moveset. Moveset, really? The game, like the passes, like the first one, the second one. Some of them I thought, really, did you really have to put like that character in? For example, Pyro Mithra, maybe Kazuya, but I kind of like him. He's a pretty cool character. Obviously, there were well-deserved characters in there, such as like Steve and Sora, and many more characters definitely deserve to be in it. Maybe Min Min as well. I didn't think she was a necessary character to be brought into. Plus, she's completely broken. If you know how to play as Min Min, everyone else just has to throw in their towel because Min Min is absolutely broken. Wow, okay. But other than that, I like Smash as a whole. I know Paul loves it so much. I know he's been playing for as long as, well, the furthest I remember is probably Brawl, which I have no idea how old that is exactly. But I'm going to assume he's been playing it since then, maybe even before, back on maybe on the first Smash games. I don't know when the first Smash game was out, but yeah, I just thought, when he talks so much about all the other Smash games, I just sit there going, yeah, cool, and I have no idea what he's talking about. I really should go back and play the other games. But yeah, that's my addition to Smash. Now, on to the next game. One of the more recent games that me and Paul have been starting to play together is Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. And I think it is one of the most fun things to do because he's told me that he's gotten Gold Mario, which for those who don't know, you need to get a gold cup in every single race, including 200, which for those who still don't know, 200 is the newest and fastest map in the series. And trust me when I mean fast, it is incredibly fast. It is a nightmare to do, and you really, if anyone can do it, it's I tip my hat off to them. But I love Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. In fact, I love Mario Kart in general. It was the first game I ever played as a child. I remember sitting at home as a very young child and playing Mario Kart 64 on the Nintendo 64. And I just loved playing on the Rainbow Road, especially because I honestly think that map was so beautiful, and I seriously loved the map for it. I know a lot of people aren't a huge fan because it's so long, but I seriously loved it. I thought it was beautiful. There's also a lot of maps in there that I love, like Yoshi Valley, Choco Mountain, all the circuits, and the music from them are just amazing. Then I got into like Mario Kart Wii, which was so good. I loved that one. Like, it was just so entertaining. So I don't see why you could hate Mario Kart Wii, because it was one of the most successful games out there, and I believe still to this day the Mario Kart Wii, like, online is still ongoing. Just not as much as Deluxe is, but it's still going strong. So, you know, I think that's really good. They've done something well there. And then after Mario Kart Wii, I didn't really get into any of the DS Mario Kart games because I never really... I had a DS, but I didn't have any Nintendo games because I guess Nintendo kind of died out for me for a while, and maybe because I had no idea that there was Mario Kart on those. So then I got back into Mario Kart on Mario Kart 8 Deluxe on the Switch. And yeah, I did not play just Mario Kart 8, I played the Deluxe version, and I love this game. I absolutely loved Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. It's just perfect, the graphics are amazing, the music is so fun. And the tracks are just amazing, and especially the retro ones. And they brought back Nintendo 64's Rainbow Road, and which got me very happy. But I was a little disappointed how they really changed it. Like, I'm telling you now, there's no train that flies in during the track. So I was a little disappointed, but I was still happy to play it because they had the old music remixed and all that. So Paul's very good at this game. He's beaten me quite a few times, but mainly because I'm completely trash at this game. But yeah, this game is absolutely amazing, and I seriously recommend getting Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Anyone that has a Switch, you should totally get this game, because this game is now getting a booster pass for those who haven't seen the Direct. And we're getting 48, I think they said 48, 46, something like that. In the 40s, definitely, like new races by the end of 2023. Now, sadly, that probably means that we're going to get each wave, which I think there was about 6 or 8 waves. That probably means that we're going to be waiting at least 4 months each time. But you know what? I think it's worth the wait, because it's going to be fun. Plus, they're bringing back Coconut Mall, which is one of my favorite maps, if not my favorite map in Mario Kart. And they're bringing back they're showing off Mario Kart Tour, which if you haven't seen Paul's video with me and him talking about the Direct, what the heck he's doing, I stated how I was very happy that they were bringing back Mario Kart Tour onto the booster pass, because Mario Kart Tour actually has good maps. It's the like, if you buy this, you get this character. If you do this, you'll get this. Which I don't like in mobile games, but Mario Kart Tour did something really, really well, and that's what I appreciate with it. But yeah, Paul finally got this game recently, and I absolutely love playing with him, and I can't wait to play more races with him, and lose horribly because he can flog me. Okay, now we're going on to the next game. And we are back. Now, one of the more loved games that me, Paul, and 2 of our other friends that we enjoy playing a lot is Mario Party Superstars. And I have a very, very happy mood. I get a very happy mood every time I play this with them. It's so much fun, and I'm so happy that that this game came out, because it's just fun. And I never actually played any of the Mario Party games. The first Mario Party game I played, I had to count. The first Mario Party game that I ever played was actually Super Mario Party. So, like, the newest one. And, I'll be honest, I actually enjoyed it. It was fun. It had very interesting minigames, but this is coming from someone that's never really played any of the other Mario Party games, so people probably have a different opinion on it, saying, oh, it's so stupid. They did this, this, and that. This never happened before. But let's be honest, it was better than the Mario Party game that came out before it. Like, I can't quite remember exactly what was going on during the one before on the Wii U, but you know, it had a I mean, you play as like one whole person and you like run around on a train. Like, are you serious? So that's the only thing I really found. That's the only thing I've heard down badly. Apparently the old one's crap, but for the Super Mario Party, I actually found it really fun. Obviously the online is absolutely trash and does not deserve any love and credit, because it was so bad that I think my game crashed so many times. It's so many times it's not funny. I knew one person that me and Paul both know, that you guys have probably heard a lot about. Her name is Pegasus, and basically one time when she was streaming, Super Mario Party got so bad that it was that it literally not only crashed her game, it crashed her stream. That's how bad it was. And I don't know if it was her internet or anything like that, but the fact that the game was that bad that it crashed her stream is so sad, to say the least. So yeah, but yeah, I'm going off topic. We're not talking about Super Mario Party here. We're talking about Mario Party Superstars. But so I've never actually played any of the like I said, I've never played the originals, like all the others. But Paul has. So when he told me he got this game and warned me, saying, "You better be careful. I've played the old games, I'm a bit of a challenge for you." I was very concerned. But, you know, it's always fun because me and 2 of our other friends are always rivaling against each other, and it's so fun. And we always get a bit of raging going on during the games. And I have streamed at least some of us playing it. We need to get a full group of us all when I'm streaming. But, you know, it's really fun. And, it has great online. I think only once during a stream I've actually no, not even during a stream, I think only once my game has crashed, and that was only recently because Australian internet is absolutely trash. For those who don't know and aren't from Australia, Australian internet is really bad. But yeah, it never bugs out really, which is really good. Like, why don't they use this for all the other Mario games? But no, Mario Party Superstars is one of the best memories I have with Paul and other people that we play with. It's so fun, and yeah, I guess we'll get on to the next game. And here we have one of the most cutesy, lovable games, Miitopia. When I asked Paul what specific games he wanted, he mentioned Miitopia, and I was like, I don't know how this is going to work, but I'll figure something out. And I do have 2 accounts of Miitopia, but the second one I have has my actual friends in it, which like my real life friends that I see almost every day. So obviously I'm not going to show that, but this one that you guys are seeing is actually a series that I'm doing on YouTube. And Paul is in it. He's just not in this group. He was in the first group beforehand, and in Miitopia, each friend group gets kidnapped. So this is the second group. I absolutely love Miitopia. I think it's one of the more cute, fun games. I think it's one of the best games that came out in 2021 last year. And this is a remade version from the DS version, which I never played the DS version, sadly. Like I said earlier, I never really got into any Nintendo games after the Wii. Although I think the DS came before or after. I can't remember what the time stuff, but I do know that after I was done with the Wii, I kind of didn't really play anything until you know, the Switch existed. When I found out the Switch existed. But I love this game. I seriously think it's so good. People have stated that they don't like this game because it's so long, in which I can see why people don't like. I can see why people are complaining at the fact that it's a long game. However, people also complain about a game being too short, a game being too long. So everyone is going to complain about it. But to be honest, I think this game is actually good the way it is. I think the story is perfect. I mean, it's about a game of adding your own Miis into a game. So of course it's going to be long and fun. You can add so many people. But yeah, I wanted to put in Miitopia mainly because I know, I just wanted to say that this game is fun. It's great. I know it's long, but that's what makes it fun, and it's very addicting. And I sometimes want to stream for longer than I normally do, but it's like I can't. I have things to do. And it's so fun seeing all the characters doing different things. Like in my first group with Paul, there was a love rivalry going on, and then he and the person that he didn't like, that he was against during the love rivalry, they decided to ride on my horse named Rapid Dash and fly off into the sunset. Rode off into the sunset. and left me and the girl they were trying to go for behind. I kid you not, that's literally what was going on in the team. It was hilarious. Obviously, I wanted to point out quickly as well that I mainly chose Rapidash as my horse just to annoy Paul, because I know how much he hates Pokemon, and now every time when he watches Miitopia, he has to look and see my horse and think, oh, that horse is based off a Pokemon character. But honestly, a lot of people say that my horse looks cool, so. But yeah, on to the final game. Okay, on to the final, well, game to really talk about. Obviously, it's not going to be Pokemon, because Paul hates Pokemon, and he's probably going to murder me for recording this gameplay to talk about a game he absolutely loves. But, I'm sorry, but I just can't do it. But okay, so the last game I wanted to talk about was Danganronpa, and unfortunately I can't record the gameplay, because currently where I'm up to the second game. I'm right at the final class trial, and there's a lot of spoilers, so I did not want to record that, and also it'd be hard to talk over the other characters' own voices, so I thought that would be a little annoying, especially to be kind of awkward talking with no like music in the background. So I wanted to talk. I'll talk about them all three, well, 4-ish, as quickly as possible. So I never really. Oh, look, an outbreak. I'll be honest, I really didn't know much about Danganronpa until last year. When one of my other friends, not Paul, one of my other friends, or was it 2020? I think it was 2020. She told me about this game, and she said to me, "Hey, have you heard about this game called Danganronpa?" And I said, "No, I have never heard about this game. How do you pronounce that?" And she told me, she said, well, it's about a game where, you know, you're trapped in this high school and you're trying to get out, but while you're at it, there's a creepy robot bear telling you to kill everyone so you can graduate and be free. And just despair, despair, despair. So when I heard that, I said, that sounds incredibly interesting. Very weird. I dig it. Let's check this out. So I didn't play it. I played, I didn't play Trigger Happy Havoc or Goodbye Despair myself, first up, because I didn't have the money and I didn't have really a console. Well, I didn't really have a console. I didn't even really have a very good computer to play the game. So when I saw it, a YouTuber play it, I thought, man, this game is actually really, really cool. I didn't see much of Trigger Happy Havoc. I actually watched the anime because I was told there's an actual animated version of the first game. Unfortunately, it's actually it's cut a lot and very short just to make it into an anime, which I don't mind. It was very short, but I enjoyed it. And then I found out there was not an anime for the second game, so you know, I looked up a YouTuber to watch it. And I also, and I enjoyed the second game so much, it is literally my favorite. And then I also watched Ultra Despair Girls, which I don't know exactly where that one should take place. Obviously, I think it takes place after the second game, I believe, but I don't know if it takes place before or after the third game. But I seriously thought, man, these games are amazing. And when I found out last year that they were coming to the Switch, I was ecstatic that I just had to play it. And I loved the first game. I got to learn a lot more things that I didn't know about in the anime. Second game was so much fun to play. I actually cried during one of the executions. I don't normally cry during video games, so that was something for me. I can't play Ultra Despair Girls, sadly, because it hasn't been really announced onto the Switch. I really hope it does. As for number 3, I have not played yet. I do kind of know, I only know a few things in it, so I don't know fully what happens in it, and Paul is absolutely determined to make sure that I know nothing of the sort in that, pretty much just as much as he's trying not to reveal 999 or Deltarune, so that's fun. But yeah, and obviously he's told me not to get Danganronpa S because it's a complete waste of time, even though he was fangirling about it for so long, and now all of a sudden, yeah, don't get it. But I know how much Paul loves Danganronpa, and I couldn't agree more. That game is absolutely amazing if you can handle the stomach. The murders are pretty brutal. The executions are pretty brutal. And some stuff that they talk about is quite brutal, especially in the second game of the Final Class Trial. So if you have the stomach, I suggest getting it. Danganronpa is literally 11 years now, which is amazing. And I really do hope they make a 4th. I don't know if they actually will or not. But I guess we'll just have to see, to be honest. But yeah, that's all that I really have planned to say. I didn't have much to say. Basically, I'm talking about some games that me and Paul love, and why I love them so much, why I guess he loves them so much. Well, I don't really know what's going on in Paul's head. He might be completely lying to me, and he might say, yeah, I actually don't like this game, I'm saying it just acting and sarcasm. That's a big guy. But apart from that, I seriously do want to congratulate Paul for reaching 600 subscribers. It's absolutely an amazing achievement. You're getting so close to reaching that 1,000 subscribers, and when you reach that, I hope you remember some of your people that were there from the beginning. Obviously, I wasn't one of them, but I feel like I'm one of your most dedicated ones. Because, kid you not, I actually do watch your videos, Paul. It's just at a time where you don't know, and sometimes it's not all of it, because some of them I can't really relate to, such as your psychological ones. But yeah, also Paul is nice. I know a lot of the time he sounds very sarcastic, but he's honestly one of the sweetest guys I've ever met. And I thought I'd be incredibly nervous talking to him on a Discord call, or any call for that matter if we do later on in the future. But he literally 5 minutes in, I was like, you know what? This guy is actually really easy to talk to. I don't feel so awkward talking to him. So yeah, I appreciate that. And yeah, I guess that's it for me. Again, congratulations, Paul, for reaching that milestone. You are such a good guy, and I cannot wait to see what else you have planned in store. And yeah, have a good rest of your days, and yeah, until next time.
From the secret basement of fears.
Woo!
Good afternoon, my audience. This is Paul, and we are here at the lake. And I'm honestly amazed that I'm saying that, because I used to be an aquaphobe, which means someone who is afraid of the water. I've even got 2 of my friends here. Some of them are a bit camera shy, but they wanted to step in for a cameo. You're going to want to start with baby steps. So get to where it's nice and shallow. That way, only your feet are touching the water. So you're starting nice and slow. And if you want, you can even make it so that only your toes are in the water. So maybe just stand in the water at first. Just realize, okay, no one's hurting me. No one is judging me. Especially if you're around friends, then those friends you've already established that they're not going to be judging you either. Then, after you're comfortable enough, then you just keep going deeper. And again, take it slow. You don't have to feel like you don't have to feel like you have to jump in. In swimming lessons, sometimes they say, just throw you in the deep end. Don't do that if you're afraid of the water or swimming. Just gradually get more and more and more. Just brace yourself, I'm about to jump in a minute. So, once you're finally ready...
Hello to Paul's friends and community. My name is Monica Ziak, and I met Paul at Catholic Heart Work Camp many moons ago. Paul says to me often that the fact that we went over there to talk to him and give him attention in the time of day in a positive way has really changed his life. So that's changed my life, just hearing that. That makes me feel awesome. And if I don't have any other purpose in life that God has created for me, then I know that that is an amazing purpose in life, because he frequently tells me that I saved his life by going to sit with him and talk with him. And he felt so appreciated that day because he didn't have awesome relationships or interactions with women before that. And he said that that really opened his eyes positively to females, and it made him feel a lot better about females and about himself.
When we met, I wasn't just unloved and unloving. I was an enemy of love. Love had only brought me pain. My walls were up, but you broke them down. You brought me home. You brought light into my life and chased away all the darkness. And I vowed to you, I will never forget the distance between what I was and what I am. I owe more to you than I can ever say. How you can see the man behind the monster, I will never know.
But that monster's gone. And the man beneath him may be flawed, but we all are. Sometimes the best book has the dustiest jacket. And sometimes the best teacup